Okay, so hello YouTube. I see a lot of people are talking about Valentine's Day this year, and I thought I'd share a little, I don't know what you call it, relationship history of mine, if you can really call it that. I just wanted to talk about my past, my love life, which isn't the greatest. Maybe it's something you can relate to, but, before I begin though, I want to say that uh, I'm doing fine. It might sound bad, and it kind of is, but to be honest, I'm fine right now. I don't really care for being in a relationship. I'm happy being alone right now, even though I am very touch starved. Let's just hop right into it. So, I did write some things down, so at least I've got stuff to go off of without spending too much time just trying to fill the void. But obviously, my relationship history has been very poor. I'm 26 years old, and I've never really been in a real relationship. High school wasn't that great. Everyone I tried talking to turned me down, especially my high school crush. That one was really rough. That did not go over well at all. That one was like very heartbreaking. So I kind of went into um, my young adult life not already having a good experience. I was always surrounded by friends that had um, relationships. I often found myself in like a third wheel position. So the pressure was felt, so to say, when I was around that age. It still is felt today, uh, but I've come to I'm at a better understanding, and I'm not really bothered by it that much anymore. But that was pretty much my high school experience, which I guess doesn't really relate, because that's like, oh shit, it's almost been a decade. It's been, holy shit. Oh boy, time is going way too quick. So yeah, I mean, high school was disappointing. I never really got with anybody that I wanted to get with. Everybody I tried talking to shot me down. Um, so I just didn't have any luck in that department. I never really had any female friends either. And I still haven't, but I don't know. It's just never been a thing. And let's see, going into my adult life wasn't very different, but somehow got worse. Um, Again, I still knew like some people that I tried talking to. They all shot me down as well. Didn't go well. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I usually can't get past like the first hello or whatnot without them be like, all right, why are you talking to me? Nope. So, I mean, that sucks. Again, it doesn't really bother me that much anymore, but it used to kind of beat me up. Um, let's see, throughout my adult life, I was shot down by every single I tried to talk to. Online dating was a nightmare. Oh my god, it really was. Tinder, freaking, uh, Bumble, or whatever that's called. I pretty much only used Tinder, and that was not a good experience. For two main reasons. Um, the first reason is like a lot of girls on there have ridiculous standards. Even back when I was in high school, using that. Well, actually, there's three main reasons why I freaking absolutely despise online dating apps, and I absolutely actually think they are like very much a net negative compared to like being a positive. They're just really bad for society, honestly. Um, it's not good. Uh, Apart from like girls having ridiculous standards and their very appearances and first impressions are like everything nowadays. which is like ridiculous. Nobody even gives anybody a chance to really get to know each other. They're like done within the first few sentences if they're not ideal. Everybody is their expectations can only be met like in a fantasy realm. So I never really got any luck with anybody I tried talking to on a dating app. The second thing is dating apps are extremely predatory. They are just like a cesspool for scammers, catfishers. Even the companies that run dating apps are very predatory. They're pretty disgusting human beings that are just straight evil. They make you try to pay for every little thing, every little feature, and they know what they're doing. They're trying to take advantage of people who are lonely and desperate and trying to seek human connection, and they just see money signs. They just see consumers and not human beings. And I remember when I started using Tinder back in high school, there were, the options were limited, but you didn't have to pay for like everything. I think you had like unlimited likes. You can super like people, and there's like a handful of stuff you can do. And then like in my early 20s when I tried it again, you had to pay for like every feature that was available back when I was in high school. I was like, wait, what? What is this? Not only that, but you're getting constantly bombarded with ads to tell you to fucking upgrade. It's just horrendous. Like, it's annoying to even use it. I remember there's some apps that even give you like a limit on likes. Conversations would be deleted after like 24 hours. You had to pay a special feature to continue talking. It's so dumb. The fact that you gotta pay to see who likes you, that's dumb. The whole thing is dumb. I think it's really stupid. It just is an absolutely net negative, and it really hurts people. The third, probably most important reason, is these apps attract predators. Not just like people who prey on like underage individuals, but scammers, catfishers are like I'd say that they're like the majority of people who use those sites. I think it's especially bad for men in that regard, because let's be honest, it's like really easy to. It's a lot easier for a girl to manipulate a man than it is the other way around. And so it's easy to pose as like a female and get attention and start kind of worming your way into men's minds. I've had some very bad experiences with that, and it kind of caused me to stop using Tinder for a while. There were like other ways that I've kind of run into scammers and catfishers, but that's like a very prominent thing that men deal with, and I don't think it's really talked about that much. It's just the sheer amount of people out there that are targeting men specifically is something that I think kind of goes under the radar for the most part. I don't think it's really taken seriously enough. I've heard of plenty of men who have fallen for catfishers and spent tons of money on a girl that they really liked. And I mean, you can kind of look at OnlyFans and say they do the same thing, but I mean, it's obviously more obvious, and it's totally like your choice. Can't really compare the two for the most part, but that's a whole like different topic on its own. Let's see what else I have written down. Girls, they're having insane standards, almost insanely manipulated and blackmailing. Yeah, some male in my 20s have experienced a very alarming amount of individuals who prey on male loneliness. Absolutely disgusting and crushing. Having witnessed the sheer amount of people who try to catfish and scam you. They're absolutely infested. Profit of people's loneliness. Yeah, that's about it for at least dating apps. I really have just. I got some beef with dating apps. They're just absolutely dog shit. I just don't. I don't think they're good. I just think. They're very predatory, both by the people who own them and the people who use them. And I don't really hear people getting a lot of success. Not only that, but it breeds like the wrong kind of like relationship. I mean, did we live in an age where like everybody's lonely, people's standards are through the roof, like it's just horrible for romance nowadays. So I think that's why like this year's Valentine's Day is getting a lot of attention because people are just like kind of tired of it all. And personally, I am kind of too. I know there's like plenty of normal people out there that know how to have a healthy relationship, but it's not as common as you'd think. So here's another thing that I went through with last year. Last year was really bad for me. In 2023, I tried one last time, and I hopped on Tinder and made a profile, and gave it one last shot, knowing full well that I am in a very desperate situation, and I'm acting out of desperation, and that will lead to somebody trying to take advantage of me. At this point, I've had that happen a couple times, so I know what to look out for. But I fell for another catfish. Well, I'd say like a first like real catfish who like this person is like a serial catfisher, and I found out last year, and I broke off our relationship and our contact after 3 years of supposedly dating this person that I thought was, my first girlfriend. It really fucked me up, not gonna lie. My they were really good. I'm not gonna lie. They knew what they were doing. It's pretty messed up. They were extremely patient. They were very careful with their words, and they knew like just how to manipulate people. And I've seen how they work, and I have a video explaining it. If you want to go and watch that, about what all happened. So I'm not gonna really go into detail about it, but that person is just really fucked up, and they're just one of the worst people you can come across on this planet. And I just hope they get what they deserve one day. But they really messed me up pretty good after I kind of found out that I went against my gut feeling and tried to follow my heart, and that just led me to getting it shattered for the 1000th time in a row. And since then, I just kind of like I've changed quite a bit. I don't really desire relationships anymore. I'm fine with just being on my own, but just like I don't know, that the desires is not there anymore, which is strange because I know I still would like a relationship. I would like to believe that things can still turn out better for me, but I honestly don't believe that anymore. I want to say I'm not jaded, but you know what, I think I am. But I'm aware of it at least. The hope was knocked out of me, and my heart was absolutely crushed, and that shit was just really abysmal. And like ever since then, it just feels like there's a void in my heart that like I just don't want to pursue a relationship anymore. I don't really have any interest in anybody in particular. It's just like not there anymore. I don't know why or what exactly happened. Because I still like desire intimacy. This might be like a little personal note, but I started listening to ASMR the other night and I almost started crying. I kind of laughed because I'm like, holy shit, I'm this touch starved. I started listening to mommy ASMR, like I'm not ashamed of it at all. Like I think it's actually really nice. It's very comforting. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I was like, holy shit, I almost kind of like broke down. And started crying just listening to this. So, yeah, I'm still pretty heartbroken. I'm freaking shattered, but you know what? I march on. Like an absolute goon that I am. So, yeah, I've never really experienced a relationship. I've never even had like a female friend in the first place. It's not really in the cards right now, and my personal life is changing a lot. So that's not really a concern for me anymore. It probably won't be for a long time. I just decided to stop worrying about it all and leave it in God's hands. And in a way, it feels relieving, but heartbreaking at the same time. But I think I'll be fine. It's okay. As shitty as it does sound, I truly believe that I'll be okay, and I am right now. It doesn't bother me anymore. I've grown, I've learned, and I've become a lot stronger because of it. And I look forward to my future, not in relationships, but just in life in general. You know, I have a lot planned for this year. Everything's gonna be changing. I'm putting all my efforts into moving out of this absolute shithole and leaving the past behind and becoming a new person, pursuing my goals with absolute ferocity. So that's it for me today. If you want to share any experiences of your own in the comments, feel free. Other than that, have a good day. And if there's any advice I'd say is like, you gotta learn how to be on your own before you can be with somebody else. There's a lot of relationships that fail nowadays. There's a lot that can be said about the modern romance is dead. A lot of people say that. I see death as like transformation and rebirth. It leaves room for something new to take its place. So it's just being reformed is what I see in the age of hopelessness and hopeless romantics and everybody losing their minds. I just see it as a way of something new is coming, and you know, a lot of old ways of thinking are gonna have to die first. So long as we keep learning and, you know, actually putting effort into learning from it all and growing stronger, I think we'll turn out okay. So, I think that's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.